I thought this would be a fun project to share. My neighbors just acquired this huge smoker. It's really magnificent. And in the firebox, they wanted to put some firebrick, and they wanted us to cut it. You just saw Jesse in front of it, just to give you size and scale. So that's what this video is about. We're going to be cutting some firebrick. If you've ever had to cut masonry products, tile, metal, grind something, sand something, I'm going to show you one of the tools that I love to use, and it's a grinder. I use the Hitachi, but any grinder will do this. This is a 4.5-inch grinder, and it can do more things, if you're not familiar with it, than you can imagine. Let me show you. This is an abrasive cutoff wheel. This will cut off metal for you. These are sanding discs. You can profile molding if you need to. You can contour wood with this product. It's fantastic. This is a grinder for metal. And this is a diamond wheel. This is what I use to cut masonry, firebrick, tile. And you need one of these. It's an expander tool. I'll show you in a minute how to load this thing. And this is extremely important. I'll tell you a quick little story. A few Thanksgivings ago, I was using the abrasive cutoff wheel, cutting some metal, and I had a fleck of metal go into my eye, and everybody, it was causing me a lot of pain. I said, can anybody see this? And they said, no. Well, actually, it was on the back of my eyeball, and it rusted. And finally, I went to my eyeglass doctor. Said, "You sure?" He came in on the holiday, opened the shop up specifically for me, and looked with his lens and found that I had a speck of metal that was just causing me excruciating pain. And he got it out of there, and he had to grind the eyeball a little bit to get the rust. It had rusted left the rust mark on my eye. So take my experience, please, and use a full goggle whenever using this tool. Take it from me. And you want dust protection. And as talking about dust protection, while I'm running this, I'm also going to be using a vacuum cleaner. And like I said, it'll even cut tile. It's an incredible tool, much more versatile than most people even know. So let me show you what the project is, by the way. My neighbor just purchased a big smoker, and there's a firebox in the bottom, and they wanted to put some firebrick into the firebox, and they needed to cut the size. And instead of buying firebrick, they decided to go to a fireplace sales floor, and they bought this fireplace insert, with the brick molding stamped into it. And that's what we're going to use, elevated a little bit on the box, just in case water got in. It'll drain out through the bottom. But it's to keep the fire off of the metal, which will make it last a lot longer, because when you put heaps of metal, it likes to tend to rust. So we're going to use the diamond cutoff wheel, a 4.5-inch grinder. And the way you do this, if you're not familiar, there's a little button on the top, and that locks the arbor. Take your expander ring, just like so. All this while it's unplugged. That's all there is to it. Let me show you how I'm going to cut this. So now I've cut quite a ways through it. I'm now just going to snap it. I've scored it. I'm going to snap it. And then I may have to clean the edge a little bit with a grinder, but that's all there is to it. Well, that's all there is to cutting masonry products. Tile, metal, all works the same. I'll catch you on the next one.